Hi everybody, welcome to YS Khong Driving. We are at the Oval in One Utama and this is the new CKD version of the Mazda CX30. Okay, being CKD, of course, it means that the car is a lot more affordable because it is no more fully imported. And to make it easy for you, there are actually 4 variants. Prices start from 128,000 ringgit and the top of the range, which is this one, is available for 156,000 ringgit. Okay, let's take a quick look at the car. From the front, you see this is the same grille as the CBU, so there's no change. Basically, there's not much changes in the design and also the spec, except that for the lower range, some of the specs have been removed so that it is more affordable. Remember, 128,000 ringgit for a 6-speed C segment SUV with GVC Plus. Now, that's a lot of car for 128,000, yeah? And don't forget, this one has a 6-speed automatic gearbox, no CVTs. Okay, let's take a look at the exterior features. Basically, this is the same as the one in the CBU. There are no changes in the vehicle. In fact, the only changes are in the higher spec vehicle, which has got 2 new features included. Okay, the first one is the front cross traffic alert, which is the opposite of rear cross traffic alert. Yes, it warns you if there's a car coming from your left or right as you're coming out of a car park. And the next one is the cruising and traffic support, which is connected to the MRCC. And this one helps to keep your car in the center of the lane, and it senses not only the lines but also the car in front. So if you cannot sense the lines, it will follow the car in front and keep you in the center. So that is the additional feature that is actually quite unique to this car. Yeah. Okay, so along the sides you have 18-inch wheels and ventilated front disc and solid disc at the back. For the base model of 128,000, you get 16-inch wheels and 215/65 series. But for the next 3 models, from the 2.0 High to High Plus and Premium, you get 18-inch wheels and the tire size is 215/55 R18, so 18-inch wheels. And of course, this is the signature color for the Mazda brand, and I'm not sure if you have to pay extra for this color, but I'm sure you can check it out on the price list. At the back, it remains the same, and if I didn't mention it before, all the cars come with GVC Plus, and that is a feature that actually makes it very comfortable for the passengers, because it makes a good driver like an expert and a not so good driver look like a good driver. Yep. Okay, so let's just take a look at the car again in more detail, starting from the front. Okay, so here's the engine. This is the very familiar 2-liter double overhead cam engine with variable valve timing from Mazda, and this is the SkyAktiv G engine. Horsepower is 162 horsepower and you get 230 Newton meters of torque. Fuel consumption as claimed by Mazda is 6.4 liters per 100. I suppose we can always do another drive later to reconfirm this. In terms of nomenclature, this is one of the best chassis that Mazda have come up with. It's actually based on the same platform as the Mazda 3. So What they have done is actually put in different suspension and raise the car, but the main platform is the same. Of course, there are strengthening parts here and there, as you can see, and also there's a cross brace over the top. And so this is a very, very firm chassis that gives you a very good ride. And if you step back, you'll see that the engine is actually sitting just in front of the front axle. And so all the weight that matters is on the axle. And in the front here is just some cladding and also to carry the radiator. So all the weight is well distributed within the center of gravity of the car. Okay, so let's move to the we must put back the cover so that others can take pictures. Yeah. Okay, stepping into the driver's seat. Yes, the driver's seat is electrically controlled, and I think passenger seat, let me double check. Yeah, it's mechanical. Okay, I'm going to close the door. And this is very, very Mazda. So the internal parts are very Mazda 3 because don't forget this car is built on the Mazda 3 platform. Okay, as for airbags, there are 7 airbags, including a knee bag. Then they have 2, 2, 2. So 7 airbags. So this is a very, very safe vehicle. Okay, in terms of safety features, the Mazda CX30 is very, very well appointed, especially this premium model, because this has 2 additional stuff, which is the front cross traffic alert and also the cruising and traffic support. So cruising and traffic support, as I said earlier, it helps to keep your car in the center of the lane, and if it cannot sense the lines, it also senses the car in front and follows the car in front. All right, so other than that, you have your normal radar cruise control, your autonomous braking, your collision warning, your blind spot monitor, and of course the rear cross traffic alert. All right, so for the lower models, there are certain things that are omitted, but basically all the cars are quite well appointed. And of course, being lower spec, they have to take away some of the accessories. So if you want to buy the car, please take a look and select what you want. As for me, I only need blind spot warning and of course the normal traction control and the ABS. And yes, all the models come with that. Okay, for the instrumentation, you get a 7.7-inch color TFT screen. It looks like it's analog, which I like, but it's actually a digital screen. For the infotainment screen, you get 8.8 inches and it is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto friendly. The gear stick looks very nice, and I like cars with gear sticks. And this is a 6-speed auto gearbox that belongs to Mazda, and it's a very, very good gearbox because it has a lockup clutch from 8 kilometers per hour onwards, so there is very little or minimal slip in this gearbox, and therefore it also contributes to fuel consumption. So those of you who drive Mazdas regularly will know that the fuel consumption is always very, very decent. Insofar as the dashboard is concerned, you get a 2-tone color. This is sort of a dark gray and this is a light brown, and this is soft touch, and down here is hard touch. Digital aircon, engine stop start button, drink holders here, a little cubby hole, and you get a sport button, which is very good. So you have a sport mode, electronic handbrake, auto hold, and a navigation sort of like a twist knob that allows you to navigate the system. And also for those who are not very gadget conscious, there is a manual volume button. Great. Okay, and inside here, oh, you have a sliding armrest, and you have cubby hole. In here you get a cigar lighter and also USB port. Okay, seats are leather and they are kind of like semi-bucket and they hold you quite well. And up here there is a sunroof, which is a very nice touch. A lot of people like to have a sunroof. They just like it. It's good for driving in the early morning when it's nice and cool, yeah? And also in the afternoon or evening, you can open the sunroof and let some of the nice air in. Okay, other than that, you have a very nice console here for your controls. Your wing mirrors are controlled here, and also the central locking is here. Now, if I had my choice, I have the central locking over here because then the passenger can invoke it. But never mind, it's not a deal breaker. In terms of visibility, it's quite good looking out of the car. So the design cues are quite transparent nowadays. So they actually do have a space for you to look out here so that you are not totally blinded by a whole bunch of stuff here. So visibility is good. Headroom, quite decent, but because of the sunroof, it will be a little bit lower, but you can also lower the seat. Yes, I'm lowering the seat. So it's electric control, and you can sit really low down. Steering, up, down, and in, out. Yeah. Yes, and one more important thing, the pedal shifters. Yes. So your pedal shifters, and you have a manual mode if you shift the gear lever to the left. So this vehicle can give you some sporty performance. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to move to the back passenger seat and see what it's like. I'm going to shift this seat to about the middle and we go to the back. Okay, getting into the rear seat. Well, this is a C segment and seats are very comfortable, very good thigh support, and there's a lot of leg room. Now let's check. Yeah, the sitting position is a bit on the straight side. I would prefer about 1 or 2 degrees lower, but it's okay. This is not a deal breaker. Okay, they have the standard, oh my god, handles, and there are 4, and if you don't like this, you can also hold the handle here. And the color scheme inside here is also dark gray and light brown, so the two-tone motif is carried through to the back. Now the seats also split and fold, and there is a center armrest with your drink holders. Aircon louvers at the bottom here is just louvers, and you can open or close them. No USBs at the back. Okay, let's check out the folding seats. Okay, so it kind of folds flat. Can we fold that one? Okay, you gotta press the button and you fold it down. Oops, okay, so looking at it from here, you find that it's actually quite flat. Yeah, the tonneau cover can be removed and it's a one piece. And yes, the boot opens electrically. I missed this one out just now, but it's great. And this tonneau cover can be removed. It's a one piece, and you down here you get a very flat surface for you to carry your stuff, or you might want to carry your bicycle to go cycling. Okay, so guys, that's our very quick walk around of the Mazda CX30. I hope you liked it, and don't forget, if you want to book the car, go to shop.yskhongdriving.com or send me a WhatsApp at 016-335-0609 and we'll get your car to you as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching, and till we meet again in our next video. Bye bye.